The word inspiration is often used frivolously. The woman joining me today on ClearVoice personifies inspiration. Lizzie Velasquez is 23 years old from Austin, Texas, and she has a syndrome that has no name. In fact, only 2 others in the world live with her symptoms. She fails to gain weight and appears to be aging. She is also blind in one eye. Lizzie just released her new book, Be Beautiful, Be You, and is also a motivational speaker. Lizzie, I'm so honored to have you with me today on ClearVoice, and I'd love for you to begin by telling us about your book and how it's being received so far.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. The book has been such a pleasant surprise. It's my first book that I completely wrote on my own, so it was like my little baby for the past year and a half. And to see the response of people buying it like crazy and being so excited, and even having adults who read it, who I picture adults buying this book with a really girly cover, and there might be like, oh, I'm buying it for somebody else, but it's really for them. It makes me feel really good because what I wrote just kind of relates to people from as young as 10 years old to up to people in their 40s or even older. And to have that response of people loving what I wrote and being able to translate it into their own lives is incredible.
Do you remember the sort of aha moment in your life and the age you were when you felt truly beautiful and at peace with yourself?
Yeah, I think there was one specific moment that it was completely unexpected, and I was probably my sophomore year of high school, and I had got asked by the assistant principal at the time to speak to 400 freshmen about my story. And my first answer was, "Are you insane? There's no way I'm going to do that. There's no way." And she told me to talk to my parents and my friends and think about it, and I ended up doing it. And I went up there and I told my story to 400 ninth graders. And by the time I was done, it was incredible. I never felt more proud to be in the skin I was in than in that very moment. And when I was done, I realized this is what my purpose in life is, to share my story and inspire others. And since then, I kind of decided to change things around and live my life in a positive way.
You have clearly helped thousands of teens consider the beauty within and not surface beauty. Can you think of a person you helped that you carry with you and believe that you truly made a difference in that person's life?
Over the past few years, I've gotten thousands of emails and letters and all these kind of messages from people around the world telling me their story. But the very first one I ever got is one that will stick with me forever. And it's an email I received from a teenager from London who was having a very difficult time and was kind of close to committing suicide and ending their life because they were just so upset. And they randomly came across my website and saw my story. And after learning about what I've gone through, they realized that they have a reason to go on. And just after her seeing my story, she decided to continue her life. She joined clubs at her school. She made new friends, and everything turned around. And it was all from seeing my story. And the first time that I got that email, I couldn't believe it. I think it just touched me so much to know that I have no clue who this girl is. She's never met me in person. I've never met her. But somehow I was able to show her to continue to live her life.
It's so affirming, and you're absolutely right. It shows clearly your purpose here among all of us. And you're so cheerful and warm. You just warm everyone up with your attitude and your contagious smile. Do you ever have a down day? And if so, what do you do?
Okay, for sure. I'm human, so there are days where I don't want to deal with the negativity. I don't want to deal with people staring at me or if I'm sick that day. But I kind of have a go-to routine, and it's pretty much, I have a playlist on my iPod, and I call it my worship playlist, and it's filled with all kinds of praise and worship songs that I use to kind of just cheer me up and remind me of my purpose. And I first go to that. Second, I go to my family and my friends because they're always right there. As soon as I can walk into a room and they can just tell that I'm upset, and they already know, like, we have to change this. We need to cheer you up. And so those two things are what continues to pick me up on my dark days.
Who inspires you?
Who inspires me? My parents, of course, and I think the second biggest inspiration that I have is when I go through my emails of people who are supporting me and encouraging me and telling me their story, because hearing how their lives have changed and how positive they are, and hearing how they open up to me and tell me their struggles, it inspires me and it makes me happy because I know that I'm on the right path, and it's what kind of just keeps me going and in a good mood.
Lizzie, thanks so much for joining me on ClearVoice today.
Well, thank you for having me.